I'm appalled at what you said on that pod thing. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with yo ass. So sit back, relax, have a blast, because it's time for the After the Show podcast. Wow.
All right.
Who's the first to talk? We could really fuck with the audience and not say nothing for a good 30 seconds.
We could just hiss.
We could pause. They'll think we froze.
Yeah, all of that would be something they would believe because sometimes our shit does freeze.
Oh, my God. Sometimes.
How y'all doing?
Good. The only thing I want frozen is a margarita.
Oh, yeah.
Is Mama going to get involved in some Monday margaritas?
No, because I went hard yesterday. I had Sunday fun day, so I'm going to take a day off.
It doesn't sound like you went hard.
I definitely went hard. I had so much fun. I was singing 90s country music at the top of my lungs.
Oh, wow.
Till about 9 p last night.
Where the shit were you at?
I was on Palm Beach Island at a private ballroom that this lady owns. Her name is Austin, and she's an artist, and she's fabulous. She's so crazy like me, so eccentric, so fun. So she hosted this concert for a local performer by the name of Jordan Oakes. He's a local up-and-coming country artist who is really talented, and she wants to support his career. So she threw this big party in her ballroom on Palm Beach Island that she owns, and he performed for like, I don't know, there's maybe like 150 of us. We got turned.
On a Sunday going into a Monday takes a lot of balls, lady. Makes me realize why you were late today.
I don't know what happened to my alarm clock because when I went to bed, I was actually not drunk. I sobered up, and I set my alarm. I don't know if I set it for tomorrow. I don't know what I did. But I remember doing it, and I remember looking at it and going, I'm going to make it 4:15 so I can sleep in a little bit. I'm going to give myself 15 minutes
So I never change
extra.
it.
You can't do it.
I don't take the risk.
It'll fuck you over. It'll get you every time.
Yeah, I have mine set to automatic, and then every night I go ahead and then I re-put another alarm in at the same time, just in case that one is a failsafe.
I checked it when I went to bed, and it said 4:15 tomorrow morning. I was like, perfect. We're good to go.
What's your routine, Dennis? You wake up, stand up, go to the bathroom.
Yeah, so when my alarm, I'm not a snoozer. I'll never hit snooze. I always get up the first. So I have one alarm that goes off 1 hour before I'm supposed to get up, and that lets me know that in 1 hour, the next one is I get up. So when that second one goes up, I go right into the shower. Right from the shower, I immediately go and I walk the dog.
Aww.
Takes about 20 minutes, walk around the neighborhood. And then when I get back in, I feed the animals, and then usually baby's getting up with Jen. So I usually hold the baby while Jen does her morning stuff, and then I bounce out.
I mean, zero time for masturbation. Zero.
Oh, that would be a tough thing to get away with in the morning.
Well, you could tug it while you walk the dog.
You don't want to do that. No, not in that neighborhood. You'll get caught.
I mean, it's dark enough. But imagine somebody walking down the street with a dog jerking it.
You got to call the cops immediately.
No,
Okay,
you do
definitely.
not. You pull out your phone and you video it for a few minutes first, then you call the cops.
I think you should call the cops and then video.
No.
Oh, no.
No.
You
No,
can video
'cause
him while the cops are heading there.
What if he walks out of your view? While that is gifted to you, you video that.
I bet you any money if you Googled man walks dog caught masturbate, I bet a story will come up.
Guaranteed.
That's how sick of a world we live in.
That is.
I love playing the Google game. Well, is this a real story? Think about this fucked up headline. Type it and see if anything comes up.
Guaranteed.
You're so right, because in the history, some motherfucker has been walking the dog and tugging the pud.
You mean to tell me in the history of people walking dogs, there's not been some guy tossing off? Come on, of course.
Guaranteed. It just walking. You're doing two things. I feel like it's so much.
Yeah, I have a lot of people that walk dogs in my neighborhood. Start looking at them with a little side eye.
Yeah, I see a lot in the morning too. It's pretty common for people to be walking dogs at 4:30 a.m. You know.
How common is it, do you think, where people do public masturbation?
Oh.
No
No dog involved.
No dog involved, but they're just doing something weird and you don't even know about it. I told you about my Aunt Ann was walking out of the Twin City Mall in Lake Park, and this guy was in the parking lot and was calling her over to the car, and she was like, what's going on? And she realized he was jerking it.
Oh, he wanted her to be like shocked
To
and
watch
see
people
him.
Oh my gosh, I heard about that every Christmas.
Yeah, that's happened to people.
It's a
I
great
know.
Christmas story.
Oh, we love to talk about trauma during Christmas.
Gather around, children.
Anytime we are together as a family for the holidays, always bring up the trauma.
Fuck reading the night before Christmas. We talk about when Aunt Ann had to look at this guy's dick.
But so many people that I know in my personal life have a weird story like that where
Yeah.
some oddball is tossing off.
I was a little girl eating at McDonald's.
God.
And me and my girlfriend, it was the two of us. We were young. We probably shouldn't have been there by ourselves, but it was the 80s. Nobody gave a fuck. So we rode our bike to the McDonald's on Cable Boulevard in Algiers. And we were sitting kind of like, you know how the side of the restaurant had big windows, big picture windows?
Oh, yeah.
We were sitting there right next to the picture window. This guy comes up like he was doing it in a movie with a trench coat on.
Oh my gosh, how
He
cliche.
had how cliche.
How cliche.
He had on a trench coat and nothing underneath it, and he stood right next to the glass. He didn't put his dick on the glass, which I do appreciate. He stood maybe about 2 feet from the glass,
Thank God.
opened his trench coat, and showed us his dick.
Oh, God.
Did he do that classic with his tongue?
Nope. He just stood there and stared at us.
Wow.
Wow, just like a
Guys,
statue.
I was like 10. I was
Yeah.
like Rocco's age.
No, there are people.
I had never seen a dick like that.
Oh yeah, I think that is to your point. I think they get off on the whole. Oh my gosh, I'm
Shock. The
the
shocked.
shock and awe.
Shock
Yeah.
makes them horny.
It's crazy.
I was on a New York subway once, and there was a homeless guy just jerking it, sitting on the because you get on the subway, it's usually packed, and so it was me and my ex sitting next to him, and we just waited till he finished. It was horrible.
Really?
Wow.
Did you lock eyes?
Did he complete?
He did complete.
Where did it come go?
I think you know where it went,
Oh no, where did it go?
like right onto the floor, and then everybody just stepped over it when the doors opened. It was pretty rough.
Wait, so was he sitting down?
Yes.
And you were sitting down next to him?
Yes.
And okay, how close were you? I mean, could you have elbowed him?
Yeah. Oh, I turned my back to him, and I go, "I think this guy is jerking it," and then they
I
go,
would
"Oh,
turn-
yes, he is."
I would not turn my back to him.
And he spooged on the floor?
He just let it drop.
Yeah, hope it was just the floor and not our sweet Denny's back.
Yeah, well, he had his back to me. He was kind of facing the corner, and he just finished it, zipped up, got off. People stepped over it, and everyone just pretended like it never happened.
Does that happen all the time in New York?
No.
You know they always say like in the 80s movies.
I've ridden the subway in the city bus in New York. I lived there hundreds and thousands of times. I've never seen anybody jerk off and spooge on the floor.
all of the stories that I know about that it goes right to what Virginia says. They're always in a parking lot. Parking lots are suspect.
Because you can
dog.
catch people not paying attention, going
and
in their car.
they can get away quickly after they do whatever
You're
they're
right.
doing.
You can hide in your car. You can do
Yep.
your thing and then get the fuck out of there.
Exactly.
Yeah. Look, I'm on board with the whole 9 out of 10, whatever in a parking lot. It's
9
fine.
out of 10 people that come up to
anything.
you in a parking lot are up to no good.
I wouldn't even. I don't think I'd even approach anybody in a parking lot now, just because of everything
Never.
that we've learned.
They're either going to ask you for money, they're going to want you to buy something. It's
Oh,
always something.
When someone approaches me in a parking lot, I can honestly say 9 out of 10 times, probably more, it turns weird. It's a weird request. It's an odd thing.
And I love that we're talking about this. Get the word out. Don't put up with that. Don't engage with strangers in a parking lot, especially if you're a woman and this man or woman is asking you for help. You are a woman. You're not physically able to help somebody with whatever car problem or bullshit story they have. Like, we don't engage with strangers in parking lots unless your husband's with you or unless you have a gun.
I was in the parking lot not that long ago, and forgive me if I did tell this story, but it was so awkward and weird. It was this dude, I was with my friend, and he approached us, and he was talking about how he has all this music on YouTube, and he's an artist, and I wanted to be cool. I wanted to say, yeah, I even said, dude, I will subscribe.
Yeah.
I'll comment on
I'll
it.
listen to it.
Totally. And Then he goes, yeah, I'm trying to get my record, I'm trying to make some money. Do you have Venmo? If you can maybe just give me $20 to $60. It was something ridiculous to where he wanted my Venmo information, and then he wanted something to like 20 or 40 to $60. And I remember when I said no, he gave me the most death stare to a point where my gut felt weird.
Like he was in a turn.
He had evil eye. He turned evil eyes after that because I didn't give him any money. So then I walked down to get a soda. I go into Publix, and me and my friend are talking about it. I go, that was fucking weird, right? And as I'm walking to get a soda, I go to get it. I look. He's standing just watching me and my friend through the window buy the soda thing.
Hey.
So he had to walk down outside the entire thing and just fucking mean mug us. Gosh.
That's weird.
Terrible.
Yeah, parking lots, dog.
That's why I always have a knife. I always have a knife on me, and if someone wants to fuck around, they will find out.
The problem is, though, none of us are good fighters, and I'm sure you can hang with the best of them.
I can fight better than you.
I do disagree with that. I take
So Bert said we're bad fighters,
yeah,
for
exactly.
sure.
I said you were great. I don't know why you gotta fucking dance on my grave, but yeah, I what was I saying before you insulted me? I forgot.
We're not great fighters.
We're not. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. We're not great fighters. No, what I'm saying is, if someone has a weapon, or you have a weapon, and they get it away from you, you're fucked, dog.
I know, but I'm going to surprise them with it. And I like to start with the stomach and go up. I'm going to gut you.
Yeah.
Before you even realize I have a knife, I'm going to gut you with it. Now, if after the point that I've gutted you, you're able to get that knife and somehow hurt me with it, well, then you're just fucking better at street fighting than me.
But what I'm saying is,
I'm going to stab first, ask questions later.
you talk about gutting somebody. That takes great skill, practice, if you will.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. You can't just gut somebody and it comes first nature with the first time you've done it.
If they don't think it's coming, that's how you get them.
I think you could stick somebody. Gutting, that takes a bit of a skill. Do you know how to gut something?
Yeah, you stab really hard right in the stomach and you go up.
She knows how to gut?
Yeah, that's how you do it. You got to cut vertically at the bottom, though.
I'm not here to kick you in the balls. I'm not here to play that fucking game. If I don't have my knife, I'm going for your eyes with my finger, and I'm going to gouge your eye
I feel
out
like you have
with
to
my
send
finger.
you have to send a message.
You don't be a bitch. If someone wants to confront you and get physical, now it is either fight or flight. And if I can't run, I'm going to gouge your fucking eye out.
Because they have to be in a headspace, right? If they're attacking you.
Right.
So they clearly they've gone to that next level.
Look, I worry about you. I just don't want you to overestimate yourself. I get it. Gutting is a skill set. It's not as easy as one may think. It's all I'm saying. And by the way, gouging eyes isn't that easy either.
I know, but I'm going to try.
Well, I think trying is the way to do it. And I agree with you. If somebody... Let's say you are in the parking lot and they're trying to get you in the car. I think you throw everything out the window and you try to completely throw them off with what they want to do. If they're trying to kidnap you, you go on the offense and put the pressure on them because now they have to react. They think you're going to be all dismissive and not fight back. Turn that shit around on
Make them react.
You know what they're saying we should yell now as women? Instead of yelling rape or fire or help, what you yell now is mom. Yell mom, but yell it like panicked and afraid and like you're fighting for your life. You're yelling for mom. And a mom will come running.
So if I get attacked in the parking lot, mom, then someone like a KVJ Nation drives by.
I don't know if it'll work for you because you're a man.
Okay, so fuck, please, help, Dad.
But a female that's being attacked that can make it sound like, okay, this is a fighting situation where I'm fighting for my life, yell mom. And a mom will hear that and instinctively want to help whoever is screaming for their mommy because they are a mommy.
What if you threw this in? Mom, this monster's trying to murder me. Mom, he's trying to kill me.
I mean, that'll definitely get
my
attention, too.
I'm like, what the fuck is going on over there?
That could work.
Why is he screaming, Mom? This guy's losing his mind over here.
They would think you were crazy if you're yelling mom.
Yeah, they probably would think you're crazy, but I don't care. I'm trying to get
noise.
attention.
He's trying to get attention. I think that's a
Make
great idea.
noise, get
And
attention, scream bloody murder.
Absolutely.
Well, I just don't think you should ever go with the plan.
Hell no, never
No.
ever.
If someone's got a gun and they're trying to remove you from your location,
Yep.
fuck that. Man.
Don't let them take you because that's where they're going to kill you.
It's better to get killed escaping than it
It's
is
better to get
brought
killed
back to the.
in the Walmart parking lot.
Agreed.
Which, by the way, 1 out of 4 murder documentaries usually involve Walmart.
That's a
I'm not
parking
kidding
lot. You don't go on your phone while you're walking through. Get to your car,
No.
lock your doors, and then respond to your text.
Or just don't go to Walmart.
Man, I have such bad experiences there, but they're just so convenient.
You don't go to Walmart, Virginia. You end up there.
That's good.
That's the way it goes.
And don't look for help from anybody.
No.
You are on an island when you're in Walmart. You got to be self-sufficient from the
Yeah.
moment you enter till the moment you leave. There is no customer service.
Look, I talk a lot of shit about Walmart. Someone confronted me in person about it. Hey, we work at Walmart, Jaybird. We're all not bad. I get it.
Every now and then you get somebody who's awesome. It's just that one person.
It just never happens in South Florida.
Yeah, they're going to quit next week.
They
That's
don't.
the problem. They'll go to another place that actually deserves them.
They'll be out of state.
Yeah.
That Walmart.
Yeah. I have such bad experiences there, man.
Do you want to get into some emails?
Sure.
Let's do that thing. Let's spit on that thing. Let's do
Am
that
I
thing.
doing them or you
yeah,
doing them?
You read them. Your voice is in good shape today.
Yeah. I sound like I ate glass for breakfast. But yeah, let me do it.
Well, I can't see. You can't speak.
I'm running to the store today to get all my fixins for Thanksgiving.
Me too. I'm going to Aldi. You want to come?
I can't today.
You're a bitch.
Okay.
We were supposed to go yesterday.
I know. I didn't. Well, there was other stuff going on.
We could have gone shopping.
I know.
I'm going today without you because I can't wait. I can't let you ruin Thanksgiving.
I agree. At least your mom's alive.
Damn.
Good one. All right, this one comes from Ashley, and it says, hey, what do you guys pre-cook the day before Thanksgiving, and then what do you do the day of? That is a great question, Ashley. So I do my gumbo ahead of time, and I put it in the
makes sense.
fridge. I get all my vegetables out of the cans, or if they're fresh, I get them all ready. And so if I'm going to peel carrots, I peel the carrots. If I'm going to, pour corn in a bowl or make cream corn, I get everything ready, and then I seal it with they make these things now called they're like shower caps for your food.
Ah, yes.
And you just put that on top of all the bowls, put the bowls in the fridge, and so a lot of my canned vegetables I'll just put in the microwave, with some butter.
Oh, so quick.
You ever go to Thanksgiving and they have the shittiest meal?
Yeah.
Weak ass green beans, turkey not cooked.
Well, sometimes you wonder, how can it be so bland? Even with zero effort, it would still have some flavor.
That's why I'm going to the Sinicki's, because they got the fixings over there.
What you should be doing in the days before Thanksgiving, though, is brining your turkey.
Agreed.
Instead of just letting it thaw in the fridge, put it in a giant pot with a brine. Now, the most important ingredient in a brine is salt. So you got to make sure it's salty. There's a ton of recipes online. You can find one. But I like to use apple juice, orange juice, salt, fresh herbs,
For the turkey?
onions.
So
yeah,
you
I put
soak
it
the
all in the
turkey-
water.
Could you do that with a crock pot, technically, or no?
No, turkey won't fit in a crock pot.
Like a small turkey, like a baby turkey, like an arm,
Like a
leg,
quail.
like a leg of sorts,
You could do a whole a little mini chicken
like
in
a
there.
rotisserie chicken.
Yeah, you could.
So the brine is you put it in the before, and it kind of soaks and absorbs it all. That way, when you cook it, it's full of juices.
Yeah, it makes it juicy, and you've got the salt infused into the meat.
But I mean, obviously not a big Thanksgiving turkey. You wouldn't put in a crock pot. But yeah, you could technically put a smaller piece of bird in there to soak up in them juices you're talking about.
You could put a turkey breast in the crock pot.
Okay, yeah.
You could take a whole entire turkey breast and then put it in the crock pot and do all that stuff. You don't want to make it that salty, though, because the breast will absorb it faster because there's no skin on it.
I've turned into a little crock pot slut.
Crock pots are fun. I love my crock pot.
I
they're
love
so
it.
good.
Whenever Mags comes home, I always have a hot soup in there waiting for her.
Yep, delicious hot soup.
It's
Hot.
delicious.
I'm working on trying to make my own little sauce too. I want you to try out.
I love
from
it.
my crock pot.
Other things that you can pre-cook before Thanksgiving, the mac and cheese can be done ahead of time and put in the fridge and reheated. The sweet potato casserole can be done ahead of time and put in the fridge and reheated. Like all of the prep can be done on Wednesday so that on Thursday you can actually enjoy your family.
I'll tell you what. There is a mac and cheese. It's pretty damn good at Publix, and if you want to spice up your mac and cheese this year, you can make it from scratch. It's smoked Gouda mac and cheese with the shells.
very good.
It is very good, Virginia.
I love
I get
smoked
that.
Gouda.
To me, that's how you, I don't know, wham bam, elevate that man for
Love
Thanksgiving.
It. Love it.
Yeah, I think mac and cheese is a staple. Stuffing's a staple. Stuffing and stuff you do day of. Mashed potatoes you can do in the morning.
I just don't like when people put buttons. Is it olives? It looks like you've got buttons and eyeballs
It has to be, right?
in the stuffing.
So a lot of times what it is it's chopped up giblets.
Got you.
It's like, the
Well,
heart,
yeah.
the neck.
Sounds great.
It comes. It's that bag inside the turkey.
Oh, do I hate a turkey gut bag?
So what you should do, here's what I do with that bag. You take the ingredients in that bag and you put it in a skillet. And you add some turkey broth or beef broth, and you add some onions, and you add some carrots, and you add, make your own little au jus with those giblets, and then strain it. And now you have a homemade broth that has the turkey infusion that you made. You can use that for the base of your gravy.
Yeah.
You can use that for the base of your mac and cheese. You can make mac and cheese with a bone broth and really elevate the taste of it. I'm not going to do that because not everybody likes meat in their mac and cheese. But if you like meat in your mac and cheese, instead of cooking it in water, cook it in bone broth.
I'll tell you what's really fucked up. I went to high school with somebody, and there was a rumor about them that they fucked a turkey. That was the rumor. Now, whether that happened or not a stuff like a dead turkey for they actually,
Like a frozen
They
turkey.
actually fucked a cooked turkey. That was the rumor going around them, and you feel so bad because it probably did not happen.
Right. How would you
Oh my
even
God.
do that?
Well, I think you. I mean, you may show you.
Here,
Send me a video later.
You would.
you take the drumstick and you do what?
I think you just. I mean, I don't want to. I'm not trying to be gross. I think you spread the legs. And
Oh, a guy fucked
yeah, a
it.
guy fucked. The rumor was a guy fucked a cooked turkey.
The cavity is so big, it would be like throwing a hot dog down a
Yeah,
hallway.
you'd have to have a tuna can dick.
Do you know what the cavity looks, or did he fuck the neck part?
That's what
He fucked the neck hole?
He fucked the neck hole.
It has to be.
None of it was proven, but that was the rumor.
You could fuck the neck hole.
Well, then look, say la vie, baby.
I'm gonna think about that on Thanksgiving.
Well, hopefully not too much.
Don't think about it. But
You'll be there. I'm gonna look at you, and you're gonna look at me, and we're both gonna look at the turkey neck hole.
here's the thing, though.
I'm gonna make it real sexy
Let's
too.
say this person obviously did not fuck the neck hole of the
You
turkey.
don't know that they did or
but
didn't,
what a
but
terrible rumor.
that is a terrible rumor.
to have that people. I'm still talking about it now, years later, Denny.
That's like Richard Gere.
Just like the Richard Gere rumor.
One
not
guy
fair.
said he stuck a
It's
hamster.
really not. It's not fair.
That's so messed up. That's a time where there was no internet really, so you couldn't really defend yourself.
I don't know.
It's not fair. Unless he really did put a gerbil in his ass, and then it's funny.
Well, then it's fair and it's funny, yeah.
Did Richard Gere put a gerbil up his ass? Did this person I go to high school with fuck a turkey? We'll never get the answers. We'll
Guys,
never get the answers.
So it could.
Maybe on his deathbed, Richard Gere will be like, "All right,
I did it.
I fucking put gerbils in my ass. All right."
And you know what? I'll do it again. Damn it.
When I die, put a turkey.
We can only hope.
I would have so much respect for him if he went out like that.
What about turkey fucker? Guys, real quick, I fucked the turkey. Flatline.
Yeah.
No, you take that one to the grave.
I think you take that one to the grave because you fucked the turkey and then people ate the turkey
Yeah.
after you fucked it. That's not right.
I never got those details. Just the rumor was he banged a turkey.
Well, I mean, did he pull out? It's like, what the hell?
I don't have those kind of details, Denny's.
Well, it makes me think
You know
that.
what? I'll reach out to him.
That's that gravy I don't want.
No. That white gravy.
I don't like white gravy, y'all.
We want turkey gravy
I
in this
certainly don't
house.
want it on my Thanksgiving
But
bird.
those crazy rumors growing up in school. I mean, again, I
The
know
hot dog
the hot-
female,
every
always.
school had a girl that supposedly went to a party and fucked a frozen hot dog.
She might have really done that.
Somebody in the
So
history.
I think somebody did it once, and it got attached to people, right?
Well, the fact that you have a story, I have a story.
Yeah.
And by the way, I'd never seen anyone ever do that, but there was always rumors of somebody.
I was at a sleepover, and there was 3 sisters there, and the older sister said she did it, and she was encouraging everybody else to do it, and I was like, what the fuck is this bitch talking about?
Party is this? There we go, Denny's.
But I know for a fact the older sister did it, because she
Really?
told me she did. I was at the sleepover. She told me.
Wow.
Wow.
You got some fucked up stories, dog.
New Orleans, bro.
I know. What is up?
Is that thing a little flimsy too, though, right?
Well, if it's frozen, my concern
That's
would...
got to be terrible.
Well, that wouldn't feel very good.
I don't think it was frozen.
It was just a raw dog?
Yep.
Ugh.
Like an actual raw dog.
She raw dogged the raw dog.
And it was flimsy. You're right. And you don't want that thing to snap off.
Oh my gosh.
Snap off. Like a Slim Jim up with that thing.
You could do it where it wouldn't snap off.
For sure, you'd have to be delicate.
What fun is that? If we're gonna do it.
How hard are you fucking this teen girl with the hot dog?
Oh, all right. Take
It's a
it easy.
teen girl.
Okay, but all right, it's the way you say it.
She's not going to be aggressive with the hot dog. I don't think it's going to snap.
All right, yeah. I feel weird too, Daddy.
It's just, what was that next thing we were going to talk about?
So what's the next email? What do we got?
Next email. This one's from Drew, and it says, Morning, guys. I heard y'all talking about Jay Bird getting excited about bunnies in his yard. These are our 2 bunnies, Coffee and Toffee. They are free-roaming bunnies, and they're litter trained, and they run all around our house. Look at these bunnies.
Aww. Yeah, you got bunnies all up in your life. A lot of people have been sending you all bunny emails.
They are potty trained. They use a litter box.
That's
I
pretty
am
amazing.
part of the rabbit community now. Roxette the rabbit.
Wow.
Have not seen her since the day I saw her. That makes sense.
No.
All right. It does. I have not seen her since the day I saw
Well, that's
her.
not a good sign, right?
I want to see her. I want to see her around.
Is she hiding out?
I don't know, dog.
Is she in your neighbor's yard?
I don't know. But I was really kind of excited that I had a little pet bunny running around.
Have you put any leafy greens out?
I'm nervous about doing that because I'm so afraid I'm going to attract other critters that I just do not want.
Gotcha.
When I had Lydia the lizard, she pretty much, I'd throw something and she would run up and eat it right in front of me. It was so sweet. That lizard was special. That was a
Yeah.
magical lizard. And she passed away, unfortunately. She had a lot of sex, too.
How did she die?
Time.
Live fast, die young.
That's what Lydia does. Go on for just sorry, I got lost. I got lost in my thoughts.
All right, this email comes from somebody named Linnea. It says, guys, you all drink like alcoholics, and then you hear about a guy smoking and you're all up in arms. Jesus.
No, what we're saying is that the guy, I don't know if you heard the whole segment. The guy picked up chain smoking at the age of 45, and his wife,
It's very out of character.
his wife didn't like that. Don't be coming at us because we're drinkers. Yeah, we know we like to drink.
If you didn't smoke and somebody your significant other just picked up smoking out of nowhere,
That's fucking weird.
that would be weird. That's something you just don't tend to pick up late in life.
You've known us since day one. We've always been drinkers. We didn't just start drinking. We've always been alcoholics. See the difference?
Yeah.
All right, the same see you next Tuesday that sent that email.
Okay, what else did she get?
Linnea also has one for me.
Oh, it's coming at you.
Oh no! I just handed you a stack. I don't even know what's in that thing.
You didn't proofread it.
I should have.
Sure you didn't.
What's all right, what's she saying now?
This one's going to really get me upset.
All right.
Oh no!
Maybe don't read it.
No, fuck this whore. I'm reading it.
Wow.
Like I said, I just passed the stack over.
For Virginia to tell her grandmother that her best friend died will be a nail in her grandmother's coffin. Why the heck would you tell her? And why is Virginia insisting on finding a death certificate? That's not her business, it's not her family, and it's fucking stupid to the storyline.
I don't even think you need to respond.
Could have been written better.
Look, we got Thanksgiving coming up.
No, I actually changed and made it sound better. It's written worse. It's written like she didn't graduate 8th grade.
Oh, jeez.
I fixed it up a little bit and made it legible, Linnea. Grammar, ever heard of it? Maybe go look it up.
So none of these are proofread.
No,
We are raw dogging this whole email.
I grabbed the stack. I put
Don't
them
say
real
raw
quick.
dog.
Don't tell me how I live my life.
Raw dog's a callback to earlier.
That's all I was doing. I was doing a callback.
It's a callback.
All right, this one is from Jan. And her husband passed away. And what she did was she had her husband's fingerprint put onto a pendant that she wears. And they will do that, by the way.
That's a
'cause
great idea.
We've done it when a little Smiles child passed away. In the mortuary, they will take fingerprints for you and put it on a pendant, a picture, whatever you want to do. That is a request you can make of the funeral home. But Jan says that she put it on a pendant, and it was nowhere near as much money as it costs to cremate somebody and then take those ashes and then put that into a necklace, because that is kind of expensive.
I do think cremating is one of the more affordable things, because my mom wanted to be cremated and wanted to be cremated, and funerals, when you're doing the whole thing at a graveyard, that's expensive
It
as
is.
shit.
Because you got to buy the plot. You got to pay for the procession. You got to pay for the service. You got to pay for the burial. You got to pay for the coffin. You got to pay for the police escort. I mean, like, all of that costs money to do a funeral and to do it right. I don't know the going rate these days, but I would estimate like $20,000 minimum.
Yeah, they were saying this because we were talking about how people are taking their loved ones and turning them into jewelry, and they're saying you could save money by doing that, but it's still going to cost you up till about $9,000 if you get something fancier.
We can call my friend who used to be a funeral home director, embalmer. Like, he did it all. He worked with the bodies, and he was so respectful and kind and honored them. And I'm sure he could tell us what the going rate is for a full fucking funeral. I know it's not cheap.
It's not cheap. It's not.
Damn.
All right, this email is from Casey, and it says, did you guys realize, I did hear this, but I never talked about it on the dirt because it was too weird. She said, Lisa Marie Presley, she's dead already. Lisa Marie Presley kept her dead son's body in their home for a few months after he died. She wasn't ready to bury him, and she didn't want him to leave the house. And that's true. I did read that.
That's a real story.
Now, I don't know if it's a real story. It is true that it was out there as a story.
Is this kind of like a Richard Gere gerbil up the ass kind of a thing?
I don't know, but I've heard that, and I've heard it from multiple different places.
I would imagine the smell would have to, because let's say I die in my house today. How long does it take for you walk up and go, something is up here? Days? Is it more than that? Because they always say officers and detectives, they know the stench of death.
It's
immediately.
distinct.
They go, oh shit, we've got a dead body here, because they know that smell.
Maybe she wrapped him up and put him in ice, because that's the way to preserve it and keep that from happening. Look, when you lose your child, I forgive you for whatever weird shit you do with the body in a loving way, because you're not ready to let him go yet. If you put him in an ice chest on ice and you wrapped him up and you opened it every day to say hi to him, I forgive you, because a mother that lost a child, there's nothing worse to have to go through. So whatever psychological thing you had to do to get through that, and if that meant packing him in an igloo cooler and keeping him there for a couple of months, girl, do you.
I would say, though, that's not healthy.
It's
and
not
that
healthy.
We should probably maybe try to eliminate that.
But Lisa Marie was on a bunch of drugs herself. She was not well. So whatever she did in that grieving, I forgive her.
It's heavy.
I did not write that email, but I'm just telling you.
It is.
It's a fucking heavy email.
It's very heavy.
All right, this one's a little more lighter, and I like it. It says, "Is it me, or does Denny's look like a young Ken Jeong today? Maybe this has been brought up before, but I've not noticed it until today with him sitting in Kevin's big chair." Ken Jeong. He's the one for The Hangover.
Ah, yes.
Does not look anything like him.
Young Ken Jeong.
Look at it.
Maybe if you were in the dark and I was squinting and you were about, like 400 feet away.
So Denny's is part Asian. Maybe that's what you're seeing.
Yes. I thought you said Kim Jong at first. I was like,
That's
bro.
You look like what's the guy from Josh? What's his name?
Oh yes. Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I used to get in my youth. I got a lot of Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
You do look like Joseph Gordon-Levitt. At times, you do.
I had the same haircut as him back on that Third Rock from the Sun. I had the same in that same era. A lot of people in public would always think I was Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
You look nothing like Ken.
No. Yeah, I don't.
A young Ken Jeong. He's saying
from maybe like The Hangover 1.
I know what he looks like. He don't look like Denny's.
I need to see side-by-side pictures of a young Ken and Denny's now.
We can do it. We'll see what's up.
All right, this one's from Holly and the Pizzle, and it's about the parking lizards. I had to share this. So I'm pumping gas at the gas station, and I'm listening to the ATS on y'all talking lizards and nature, and I'm in my car and I start driving off, and there are 2 lizards literally having sex when I'm mid-drive on my car. I had to stop and take a picture, and then they separated before I could get them in full swing. But here is one of the lizards on her car.
I'm telling you, these South Florida lizards are very horny.
It's a horny lizard.
Very horny, Denny's. Thank you with the saxophone music. Yeah, look. It's 2024. Lizards are banging.
They tangle up.
They do. They tangle.
They wrap around each other and then they flip.
They bang.
They 69?
They do. Oh,
it's like a 96.
Other than dogs, yeah. What other animal does 69ing?
I don't think many animals 69.
Yeah, and that's something. They're not into it.
Yeah, or it might be tricky.
I don't know if I was a buffalo, I could make it work.
See, buffaloes I'd put in the tricky category. Like I think more likely like an orangutan or like a gorilla could do it.
Remember when Denny said orangutan and we called him out saying, "Dog, you're saying that shit wrong," and we were the dumb fucks that was wrong.
I do remember that. I was kind of embarrassing because I always thought it was orangutan.
So that's the proper way to say it.
I think it's orangutan, yeah.
Wow.
That's all I always heard.
Did you learn that at cotillion school?
Get out of here. Bird loves to say I had to go to cotillion.
You fancy fuck.
Oh, get out of here. You too,
Both of
Virginia?
you and your fancy fucking parties you're going to, and Denny's with his big fucking vocabulary.
Oh, get out of here.
Orangutan.
I would actually like to go to an orangutan party.
I would too.
Oh, me too.
Them orangutans at like Lion Country Safari, they have so much fun at Christmas. They have a party and they get to open gifts.
Oh, that's cool.
And inside the gifts, it's like watermelons and like fun stuff for them to eat.
And it's also, it's the holidays. They might get a little sippy, a little whiskey, just once in a while.
Do you think they ever give the animals alcohol?
That
No.
was a joke, by the way. I was only doing parody. That's all that was.
Yeah, animals are weird. Sometimes they just meet up, bang, and bounce. So it'd be kind of tough to get that, spit that game. Like, hey, you want to flip this thing?
Oh, you're talking about this, going back on the 69 question.
If animals were to 69, I just feel like...
Yeah, it is crazy how animals don't just make out, finger each other, and then they kind of bounce and walk away.
They almost do no... the only one... alligators will do a little foreplay. Yeah, they wrap around, and then they use their toe, and they tickle... I think they tickle the pussy with it. Look it up, man. I think that's what alligators do. They're one of the only animals I know of, besides dolphins, that'll do a little foreplay.
Bring back that saxophone. If you're going to talk like that.
I think that's what they do. They wrap up, and then they use their toe. They wrap their leg around, and they tickle that thing.
What?
Yeah.
Virginia, you learn a lot.
How am I just now learning this?
I agree. It's
Because
something.
I don't think it comes up much in conversation.
I was 51 years old when I realized alligators tickle the pussy.
With, I think, their toe.
With their
They
toenail.
toe tickle the pussy.
So next time you go to one of those fancy parties, bring that factoid up.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe that's what they do. It's part of the
pretty
seduction
amazing.
process.
Oh, if you're wrong, you're gonna get a long alligator manifesto
I'll let
from
the people
somebody.
look that up. I remember reading that. But, I don't know if it's educational.
All right. Our next email comes from Matthew, and he says, it's for you, Jay Bird. He wants you to see this. He says, Happy holidays. Look what I found at Publix. Moon pies just for the holidays.
Oh,
and
wow.
at the cheap price of $11.69. You've got to be shitting
Pies
me.
that cost as much as a steak.
$12 almost for a moon pies.
It's
Virginia.
probably a box of a bunch of them.
What,
And
12?
maybe you give it as a gift.
It's got to be because it has Saint Nick on it, right?
I mean, Publix already. I see you, Publix. I know you double your prices.
Look, I'm just saying. I never thought I'd see a day or $12 for moon pies.
$12 for moon pies.
They've gotten everything.
So if you want to get moon pies and a 12-pack, A, your teeth are going to rot out. But B, you're spending $25, $26 for two.
Items.
That's insane to me.
Yeah, all that stuff's gotten expensive. Little Debbie Streets and stuff used to be the cheapest
I know.
thing you could buy. Now it's regular snack prices.
It's a crazy world out there. We're learning about moon pies, alligators, towing people.
All right. So our last email of the day is Virginia is wrong again.
Oh, jeez.
Don't do-
I didn't proofread any of these, by the way.
Don't do this to yourself. What are you doing? Stop throwing the towel.
Next, I'm going to check all the emails before.
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I want to admit it if I'm wrong. It says, Virginia said that Glenn Powell, the new hot actor, was 5'7", so she wasn't sold on him because he's too short. She said she knew, but the dude is literally 6 feet tall. I love you, Virginia, but you're wrong, and you can suck it.
All right. Well, there it is.
Yeah.
I looked it up. I think I'm wrong.
Yeah.
It says he's 6 feet tall. He just looks short.
We'd play this song, but I don't think we're able to play it.
Nah,
Yeah.
there's a lot
We've
coming
played
at me
enough.
here.
We've played enough today.
We've done enough.
Done enough.
And he closes with this, which I think is a good tip. He says, this is probably a little late, but you guys missed a Thanksgiving movie. Son-in-Law with Pauly Shore takes place almost exclusively on Thanksgiving and is a fun movie, especially when he has to get the turkey.
I remember that.
Son-in-Law with Pauly Shore.
I saw that in theaters.
Lucky you.
I saw In the Army now in theaters, too.
Wow, you big Pauly Shore fan over
He
here.
was the biggest thing when I
He
was
was.
young.
The Weasel was hot,
Huge.
y'all. Back in the day, I was all about that Weasel.
Encino Man.
He tried this claim, and I completely do not agree with him. He tried to say he was just as big, if not bigger, than Adam Sandler.
Whatever.
No.
Shit,
He
Pauly
was
Shore.
big, but he was not Adam Sandler big.
He was never as big as Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler was a fucking megastar. I'm not saying Pauly didn't have a good run.
He
Yeah.
is no Adam Sandler.
Thank you.
And Pauly Shore was kind of short-lived, I thought.
He
want to
was.
talk about short? Pauly Shore is short.
Is he?
Yeah.
He's not too bad. We've interviewed him. He's not overly short. He's
He's
really
really short to me.
Well, I mean,
I like a tall man.
Oh, we don't want another email. Let's look up his height real quick.
Well, how tall is Pauly Shore?
because I'm gonna go. He's at least 5'9", 5'10", Denny's.
All right, what do
Really?
you think, Virginia?
Hold on.
I have it.
Oh. I think Pauly Shore is 5'7".
No fucking way. No fucking way. What?
Virginia is correct.
Suck on that.
He is 5'7".
I knew it because I can see you. I met Pauly
It's the
Shore.
Googs.
You met Pauly Shore, you dumb fuck.
Oh, I know, dog. It's why my head's spinning. Look, I didn't write a fucking email.
He's short.
I didn't write an email coming after you.
But you just challenged my ability to judge Pauly Shore when I'm in a fucking room with
That's
him.
what I do. I like that challenge, baby.
Well, you're wrong. Where's fucking his song? Jay Bird's wrong song.
to write my own.
Yes, to write your own song. Tonight.
Which, by the
That's
way-
your fucking homework. You have to go home and write a Jay Bird is wrong song, you bitch.
Which, by the way, I've had to write horrible songs about myself, which is not a very good feeling.
I just had to read horrible emails about myself, so the least you can do is write a Jay Bird is wrong song.
We should have protected you better.
Yes. I will proofread every email.
Bitch,
from
I
now
have
on.
the thickest skin. I have an alligator skin, so come tickle my pussy with an alligator foot.
Whoa.
I have alligator skin. Ain't nobody getting through.
All right, well, on that note, there we go, baby. She's got alligator pussy.
Oh, yes, the ATS podcast.
Suck it.
That's what you get.
VJD!
Yeah! Woo, 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 woo.